Hey, welcome to This Mama's House. Today we are doing an extreme pantry makeover and I'm gonna share with you how I organized my small pantry. Thanks for being here. Hey guys, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tabitha. On this channel I share all sorts of homemaking motivation, cooking, cleaning, grocery hauls, organizing, and today I'm really excited to share my pantry makeover with you guys. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and I priced out different organizing containers and I realized that it was going to be pretty expensive to make it just the way that I wanted it. So even though we've been here for about a year and a half, I'm just now getting around to it. Sometimes just waiting until you can get it the way you want is worth it. So I definitely think the results were worth the wait. It turned out so good. I can't wait to show you guys the after. Definitely stay tuned for the before and after at the end of this video, and I'm also going to be giving you a full pantry tour. So if you are new to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe and join my family. Give this video a thumbs up if you are excited to see my pantry remodel. I know I have been dying to get this video out, but I really slowed down and realized that I don't have to rush and I really wanted to enjoy the experience. So let's get into it. I'm gonna share with you every step that I did, as well as a haul of all of the organization goodies, and like I said, before and afters and a tour. Here is everything that I got to organize the pantry from Target. So I did get some things for our spice cabinet as well. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting to that today, but I got this expandable shelf for the spices. I think this will be a really good way to be able to see everything that we have. So I got that. We got this cereal container. They only had one, but I do plan on keeping an eye out to see if I can ever find maybe one or two more of those. Then I have 4 of these tall square containers, and then 4 of these little tiny ones, and then we have kind of like a medium-sized one as well. So I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna do with all of these, and if I went overboard, I can just take anything that I don't use back. But we have a lot of food, so I'm thinking that we'll use it. Then I got some of these glass flip top lids. I love these. I think they're gonna look so good. So I have 4 of those, and then I have 2 of a little smaller version, and then 1 huge one. So I think maybe oats will go good in here. We have oatmeal often, so I think that'll be a good thing to store in here. I have some little stacking shelves, this little square one, 2 of those, and then 2 of a larger kind, just to maybe give me some more space if I need it. And then 2 of these plastic bins here. These are pretty small. I might use these in the spice cabinet. I might use them in the pantry. I don't know quite yet. These are what I got for my spices. So I got a 4-ounce jar, and I've got 3 of these, so they're 3 12-packs. We have a lot of spices, and I just wanted to make sure that I had more than enough, and if I don't use these all for the pantry organization, then I will be able to use these for making gifts and stuff. They're just good jars to have. I also have this food storage set. It's the same set as these, but this one here is a little bit larger. I'll take that out of the package and you'll be able to see in just a little bit. Then I got some more of these little airtight containers. So I'm thinking some baking goods in here. So I got 2 of the smaller ones and then 2 large ones. These baskets here I'm going to be using for potatoes and onions. And then I got 2 glass olive oil jars. I thought these were going to be a little bit bigger. I do like to make salad dressing, but I think we'll make these work. Then I have a small Lazy Susan here, which I believe I'm going to use in the spice cabinet. And then we also have a bigger one too for the pantry. I also have 8-ounce jars here for anything that we use more of as far as spices, so I'm going to use those. And then I got these large plastic Y-weave baskets. So that's everything I got for organization. We'll see if I need more or if I need to return anything. Hopefully this gets me through. Here is the before of this pantry. Everything is just thrown in. It's completely disheveled. There's no rhyme or reason. There is absolutely no organization system in place. And that's all about to change. So the first step is obviously taking everything out. And since I do have 2 separate cupboards, I just worked on the top shelf first. I didn't want to get too overwhelmed, even though this was overwhelming. I just did the first cupboard first. So I took everything out and put it on my dining room table. Once everything was out, I did a good wipe down with my Branch Basics cleaner and just cleaned out the cupboard. At this point, I was realizing how much food we had shoved in that cupboard. Everything out on the table just made it look like so much. But then it was time to get to filling the containers. So this is kind of where I struggle when it comes to organization projects. I'm just kind of flying all over the kitchen, not really having any particular system. I guess I was just kind of trying to figure it all out in my mind, and I could have sat here and did, everything on the table, but really that's just not how my brain works. So I was back and forth and just, taking my time and figuring out what containers I wanted to put what in and just filling them all up. As a mom of 5 kids, when I'm doing an organization project like this, I get interrupted countless times, and I'm just trying to do my best here. And if you haven't watched my channel trailer, I suggest you go watch that, because I never have told you guys that I'm an expert and I know what I'm doing. I've always kind of had the motto that we're in this together and we can learn from each other. So that's definitely what this channel is all about, is kind of just creating this community, and like sharing tips and suggestions in the comments is always helpful for not only me, but anybody else reading the comments. So if you have any suggestions on how you organize, or like what you would have done, definitely leave those down below. You're not gonna offend me. You're probably gonna actually help me out for my next project. At this point, it was dark and I was carrying my baby in my baby wrap, and it was time to empty out the bottom cupboard. The final moment before I lose myself, and it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Again, just wiping everything down after all of the food was removed. I decided to use one of these big baskets for all of the chips. The chip bags are just kind of ugly when you're trying to make a cute pantry, you know what I mean? So that's what I used one of these big bins for. Here we are on day 2 of organizing the pantry, and I was excited about this. I wanted to put all of the kids' snacks in cute little bins and have those organized for them, just to make it easy to see what we had, what we need to buy, and just for them to be able to grab their own snacks. Here is the reality of doing a project like this. So much cardboard and just waste basically, but I do recycle, so don't worry about that. Next, I am filling up all of the cereal containers. We pretty much stick to 2 kinds of cereal, which is the Cascadia Farms Cinnamon Crunch and Honey Nut Cheerios. That's what my kids like, and it just makes it easy for me. I know what to buy. Now I am moving on to painting the inside of the cupboard with chalkboard paint. I was really excited to do this. I think it's going to be so much fun to have the inside of the pantry chalkboard. Because I have a small pantry, I want to utilize this space as best as I can. And I think having a chalkboard in the inside of the cupboard is just going to be awesome and super useful. So I ended up just painting the inner portion of the cupboard. Now I am very confident when it comes to painting, so I did not tape it off. I would suggest doing that if maybe you feel like you might slip up or something, but I did pretty good without having any tape, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. I ended up doing 2 coats so far on the chalkboard paint. You do have to let it dry for quite a while, so I haven't used it yet, but I can't wait to do it. Definitely follow over on Instagram because you know I'm going to be sharing a pic the first time I write on these cute chalkboards.
On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh,
here we are on day 3. Y'all, this project took so long, but I really did have so much fun, so I wanted to take my time on it. Today was the day that I decided to do all of the labeling. I got these awesome labels on Amazon, and a couple of the tags were actually from the Dollar Tree. So I started off by using the tags to label all of the bins.
keep on driving and driving. From a hot California, I forgot how you looked like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good. You got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road to end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
It took me a little bit to figure out how I actually wanted to attach the tags to the bin, but what I did is I just untied it and I retied it on to the handle of the bin, and it worked out really, really good.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial. 'Cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said,
the bins labeled with the tags look so cute. And now that those are all done, it was time to move on to the sticky labels.
Patience, but something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that, have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, yeah, you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it. And I said, see it in your mind.
With everything labeled, this project is almost done, and it's time to put everything back into the cupboard in a beautiful and aesthetically pleasing way.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time? I remember that it's over, yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot, it's almost like I can't stop, yeah. You never lose an argument, so I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot, it's almost like I can't stop, yeah. I always knew that this would happen, yeah. You would find a new distraction. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Can we let go of tomorrow, yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot, it's almost like I can't stop, yeah. You never lose an argument. So I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop.
Alrighty, here is the before of my pantry, just to refresh your memory on how unorganized and terrible it looked. And here is the after. It turned out so amazing, you guys. I absolutely love everything. I love that I used a combination of the glass jars and the plastic containers. The labels are perfect, the tags are perfect, and everything just looks so beautiful. My small pantry is finally complete, and I couldn't be happier. Alright, so now it's time for the official tour of my pantry. I am so excited to share this. This turned out so good, you guys. I can hardly believe it that it looks just so different. It's just so much more enjoyable to look at. So this chalkboard is going to be where I write my menu. I'm really excited to have a place to write it. If you guys have been here before, you know that I usually just write it on a piece of paper, but I think this is going to be a lot of fun to have it here. So this takes like 3 days to cure. I might even do another coat, I'm not sure yet. But I haven't written on it at all, but I am going to use a chalk marker to write menu and the days of the week, and then I'll just use regular chalk to write out the menu. And then the chalkboard down here, I'm just going to let the kids have at it and just write or draw whatever they want down here. So starting at the top, this is like my baking shelf. So everything up here has to do with baking. In here is just some things that I didn't want to necessarily put into containers. So you guys saw when I put everything in, but it just looks so good. I have flour and sugar and chocolate chips and pancake mix and all sorts of delicious foods all up here. Anything I need for baking all up on this top shelf. This shelf is mostly like grains and nuts and seeds. So my husband is obsessed with different types of nuts, so you're gonna see all of our nuts in just a second. But first of all, we have avocado oil, which I use to season my cast iron pans. We have all our balsamic vinegar that we use for salad dressing, and then olive oil. So I'm just gonna take these out real quick, and then I'll show you what's behind here. So behind the oil and vinegar, we have steel cut oats, which I have more downstairs, and then also rolled oats, which I also have more downstairs. So I will fill those up in a little bit, but they're fine for the next few days. Then we have wild rice in here, and then white rice behind there. And then all of these are seeds. I take that back. The back one there is popcorn. Then we have chia seeds, flax seeds, and hemp seeds. And then all of these here are different types of nuts. So we have pistachios, macadamia nuts, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and pecans. So that's that shelf there. And then this next shelf down, there is a basket here for just miscellaneous pantry items. We have like mac and cheese and tuna, peanut butter, taco shells, things like that. And then behind there, you can see our protein powder. We use the Orgain kind. So we just tuck that back there, and it's out of the way, and it fits perfectly back there. So then over to the side here, we have red wine vinegar, and then this is my salad dressing bottle. I don't have any in there right now, but I usually like to make it fresh whenever we're having a salad. My mother-in-law gave me an awesome recipe. So that's for that. And then we also have this new honey container with the little honeycomb type stick thing. I don't even know what that's properly called, but I love this jar. I think it's so cute. And then my dad gave me some honey from his bees here too, so I have that in there as well. And then, if you could believe it, we have even more nuts here. So we have shelled pistachios, then we have mixed nuts, and then even more cashews back behind there. We have tomato sauce and tomato paste, and then this is some pesto, and then we have pasta here, and this little container here. So that's that shelf. So that is everything on the upper cabinet. These cabinets are pretty deep, but I feel really good about how it's all laid out. I know exactly where everything is, and it's more or less easy to see everything. Moving to the bottom cupboard, this is where we have most of just like our snacks for the kids. So back here we have our different cereals, and then we have a jar back here of fruit snacks and a thing of crackers. We got raisins. These were leftover raisins, and I just have them in this tiny little mason jar that I actually bought these for baby food, but they work out good for snacks too for the kids. And then we have just a bunch of different bars in here, and I just labeled these with snacks in case, you know, we're shopping and maybe we're sick of having bars on hand. Then I didn't want to have the label say bars, you know, so I just put snacks on it. Then we have like animal crackers in here, little different packs of things, and then pouches of applesauce right here. So this whole area is just like for the kids. I'm hoping that I don't regret having this like right in their reach and that they overeat, but at the same time, if I had it up there, I know they would just climb to get it because that's what kids do, at least mine. So I didn't want to have it too high. And then moving down here, we have even more snacks. This whole basket is full of chips. And then we have our veggie straws and goldfish here. And then behind here, I have baby food. So in here is just like some of his little snacks, and then some of his pouches, and then some rice cereal right in there. And then behind this chips container is actually where we keep our dog food and our dog treats. Moving down to the bottom shelf, I found this really cool basket thing that just slides right here onto the shelf. And this is where I'm going to put any of the produce that doesn't go into the fridge, maybe like bananas or apples or whatever we want or have. There's currently one mango. But then we have this nice steel basket. I actually lined this with some wax paper, and I put the onions in here, and then also we have potatoes. And then there is another bin back there if you can see it, and that is where we have all of our back stock items, anything that didn't fit into a container, and like any refill type stuff. So if we have more of the veggie straws, they're in there, and when this runs down, we can fill it back up. So that is all of the back stock items. But this is everything for my pantry, and I just think it turned out so amazing. If you've been a subscriber for a long time, you know that we always have a bunch of food on hand when we do our Costco shopping hauls. So this is not all of our food. We have an entire pantry shelf downstairs that's not fancy and organized like this whatsoever, but that is where we have a lot of our stock or I guess even emergency prep food. So we have a lot more stuff down there, and that's where I have like a lot of the canned goods and things like that. So that's why you're not seeing a ton of canned goods in here. I also have a spice cabinet in my kitchen. That's going to be organized in an upcoming video, so make sure you're subscribed. And there's one other area in my home. Let me just show you guys. Let's be real here on this channel. There's one more area upstairs that I keep pantry items that I have not gotten to as far as organizing yet. So that'll come in an upcoming cleaning video, but let me show you those cabinets. This is just here in my mudroom, and yeah, another unorganized food cabinet. So this is coming up next, coming up soon, along with the spice cabinet. So if you want to see even more organization and how this ends up turning out, definitely make sure you're subscribed. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my pantry makeover. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Organizing this space was so much fun, and it's made such a difference in our home. It's crazy how a lot of times when things are behind closed doors, you just don't organize it. But knowing that it's clean and organized even when the doors are shut is awesome. So thanks so much for being here today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.